Look around. Never in human history have we had so much information, yet never have so many people thought so little. We carry the sum of human knowledge in our pockets, but most of us scroll past it without a second thought. We react, we repeat, we choose sides, but we rarely stop and think. And that raises a terrifying question. What happens to a society that slowly forgets how to think for itself? This is not a video about intelligence. This is a video about something far more dangerous: the silent disappearance of critical thinking and the rise of collective stupidity. Part 1. The illusion of intelligence. We like to believe we're smarter than previous generations. After all, we're educated, connected, informed. But here's the uncomfortable truth. Having access to information is not the same as understanding it. Most people today don't lack intelligence. They lack depth. We skim headlines instead of reading articles. We watch clips instead of full conversations. We repeat opinions we've never actually examined. Thinking has been replaced with reacting, and reaction feels productive, but it isn't. It's fast, it's emotional, and it's easy. True thinking is slow, uncomfortable, and often lonely, so we avoid it. Part 2. The brain under attack. Your brain is not broken. It's overloaded. Every day, you're hit with thousands of messages. News alerts, outrage, trends, opinions, arguments. Your mind wasn't designed for this, so it adapts. It starts using shortcuts. Instead of asking, "Is this true?" it asks, "Does this feel right?" Instead of thinking, it follows patterns. This is where critical thinking begins to fade. Not because people are stupid, but because constant stimulation trains the brain to avoid effort. And thinking requires effort. Part 3. Systems that benefit from unthinking. Now here's the part no one likes to talk about. A thinking population is hard to control. So many systems, intentionally or not, reward obedience over curiosity. Social media doesn't promote truth. It promotes engagement. Schools often reward memorization, not questioning. News thrives on outrage, not nuance. Algorithms don't care if something is accurate. They care if you keep scrolling. And the easiest way to keep you scrolling is to make you emotional, angry, afraid, validated. A calm, thoughtful person is not profitable. Part 4. The comfort of the crowd. Thinking independently is risky. When you question the group, you risk being wrong. You risk being rejected. You risk standing alone. So most people don't question. They blend. They adopt the opinions of their tribe. Political, cultural, social, digital. Not because those opinions are true, but because they feel safe. This is how collective stupidity forms. Not from ignorance, but from unchallenged agreement. When everyone nods, no one thinks. Part 5. Why being wrong feels painful. Here's something most people don't realize. Being wrong physically hurts the brain. It threatens identity. When you challenge someone's belief, you're not just challenging an idea. You're challenging who they think they are. So they defend. They rationalize. They attack. Not because they've thought deeply, but because thinking deeply might force them to change. And change is uncomfortable. So critical thinking dies. Not from lack of knowledge, but from fear. Part 6. What we're losing. When critical thinking disappears, something else vanishes with it. Wisdom, dialogue, progress. Complex problems get reduced to slogans. Nuanced issues become shouting matches. We stop solving problems and start fighting each other. And the tragedy is this: most people don't even realize what they've lost, because you don't miss a skill you've stopped using. Part 7. Reclaiming the mind. Here's the hopeful part. Critical thinking is not gone. It's dormant, and it can be rebuilt. Slow down. Read beyond headlines. Listen to people you disagree with, not to win, but to understand. Ask better questions. Not who's right, but what's true. Not how do I respond, but why do I believe this? Thinking is a muscle, and muscles grow through resistance. Conclusion, final message. The greatest rebellion today is not violence, not outrage, not noise. It's thought. In a world that profits from your distraction, choosing to think deeply is an act of freedom. Because once you reclaim your mind, no one can control it for you. The question isn't whether society is becoming collectively stupid. The real question is, will you choose to think, even when it's uncomfortable?